This is Shane, Hurricane Helms, inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage. And if not, what's up with that?
Oh! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! This is Rasslin Rage! Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! This is Rasslin Rage! Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade!
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
And hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rasslin Rage. I am your host, or one of your hosts, Cody Fleming. This is episode 222. My co-host is none other than Josh Harper. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you, Cody. It's wonderful to be here today. Now, I'd like to thank everyone that's joining us in the chat. Thanks for joining us live. And if you're not joining us live, you're catching us on the replay. Thank you for joining us on the replay. But hey, maybe you should check us out live. Please make sure that you smash that thumbs up. And if it's your first time on the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. I'd like to say thank you to all you guys that have been going out. You've been doing T-Mobile. You've been doing Best Buy. You've been doing Target. So you know what? This week, just make sure that your phone is on subscribe and everyone in your house. That's your goal for this week. Thank you so much for helping us out on this journey. Cody, what's our numbers looking like?
I don't know yet, man. I'll have to look a little bit later. However, while you're clicking that subscribe button, slide to the right and hit that little bell. That bell allows you to be notified.
Notified for what? Notified for... It allows you to be notified whenever there's new stuff going on.
That's what. Yeah. I didn't want to take it from you. You know?
That bell.
That bell. Anyways, Rasslin Rage is brought to you by Gilbert Photo, Detroit Wrestling Connection, For Us Wrestling, Grizzly Pro Wrestling, American Wrestling Experience, The Spyder, PKSA Karate Port Huron, and our brand new sponsor, Squirrel Graphics. Thank you. Their links are down in the description. Please give them a like, follow, or subscribe somewhere, please.
I would like to say thank you to the Rasslin Rage sponsorship family, Squirrel Graphics, and they will be added onto the sponsor social media links along with everyone else that's down in the description. Now, when the show's over, you can scroll on down, give them a like or a follow, please. We would appreciate it.
You will also find our social media links in the description. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Now, we're going to have a very small break, and then when we come back, we're going to have the results that we have, which currently are Horror Slam and Pure Pro Wrestling for this week.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today. And welcome back to Rasslin Rage. Again, this is episode 222. And if you're just now joining us, make sure you smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We are going to start off with results from Horror Slam's 5-year anniversary show. It took place on Friday, October 7th, from the Knights of Columbus in Detroit, Michigan.
Now, look, the first thing we're going to talk about is the first thing I always want to talk about, and that's the fact that Mr. 401k, Mark Ross, made an investment in himself and an investment in the Horror Slam as he made his debut in a match against Wes Rogers. But, I mean, we are talking about the best wrestler in the entire state of Michigan, nay, the best wrestler on the face of the planet. So, of course, Mark Ross won his match, and dividends came in, and they're paying off when he defeated Wes Rogers.
In tag team action, it was the Purge of Sean Tyler and Kevin Calloway making their Horror Slam return to face Critical Content Light of KJ Reynolds and Ryan Matthias. The Purge was too much for Critical Content Light, and the Purge wins.
Dude, I missed it. So Friday night was Purge night?
Yes.
So I gotta wait till next year?
Yes.
Well, the Horror Slam undeniable champion, the sadistic Sean Lawhorn, defended his championship against the captain, Tony Garrix, and Livid the Clown in a triple threat match. Now, that's a tall order, but Sean Lawhorn is a beast of a man, and he retained his championship. So I will proudly say, and still, your undeniable champion.
Wait. Are you ready for this one?
All right.
In the next match, your boy, the 24-karat Golden Lion, Jeremiah Goldmane, defeated Sean Lawhorn to become the new Horror Slam undeniable champion. So he's not.
And new.
Yes, and new. There you go.
I mean, hey, long may he reign. Now, the actual Critical Content, that's the team of Forever Young and Kyler Coleman, who were the champion, the Horror Slam Tag Team Champions, defended their Horror Slam Tag Team Championships against the
Midwest scum of my motherfucking homeboy, the Dread King Logan, and the grimy Zach Thomas.
Hashtag always grimy.
Always scummy.
Now, the people that walked into this match with the championship belts, even though they weren't the champions, was the Midwest scum. But the people who walked out with the championship and the champions,
Midwest scum.
That's how it works. If you walk in with the belts, you walk out with the belts. And honestly, that just means they can't hold the belts physically or emotionally.
Well, they brought back the old tag team belts. But now Midwest Scum has all the belts.
Oh, the belt. It makes you feel good to say that Dread King Logan has all the belts.
Yes.
Now, the Human Highlight had all the cameras on him as he defeated Gringo Loco, and that was one hell of a match. I got to watch that.
Horror Slam heavyweight champion MM3 retained the championship against Dre Jacobs and Matt Justice in a hardcore triple threat match. MM3 pinned Dre Jacobs for the win. And before we move on, hello to Kevin Jeffrey in the chat.
Now, there was a match of Team Wellington, and that was Briar Wellington, the Soul Taker, A7s, Jamie Cox, Brutus Atwell, and Atlas Hightower. They took on the team of Triple H. That's Jason, TJ Meyer, Livid the Clown, Tony Garrix, Kyle Barrett, and DBA. Whoo! When everything was said and done, Briar Wellington's team did win this match. That is for 100% control of Horror Slam. Briar Wellington pinned Jason after Chinstrap Jesus turned on Jason. That's how you get your power back.
That's how you do it. In the main event, the Carnivore Remington Roar defeated the Dirty White Boy Chuck Stein in a Murder City death match. Ugh.
He didn't just defeat. Did you see on Facebook the next day Chuck Stein woke up and was still bleeding?
That's crazy. That is.
He had to do. He did an ad for these new sutures that he found because the gash on his wound on his finger was so big that he needed to close it up like that. That was a fight. But the next event that we have results for is Pure Pro Wrestling's Prime Time. That was from Holland, Michigan on Saturday, October 8th.
So in the chat, it's saying it was Freddie Krueger, who was later revealed as Jamie Cox, who turned on DBA. See, this is just the information we received. So thank you for clearing that up.
Jamie Cox turned on DBA?
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
That's the real reason he's doing a farewell tour, because DBA going to kill him.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so go ahead with the next.
In 5 minutes and 11 seconds, the undefeated Piercy Poindexter defeated Garris Gray.
Stop. Did you already do the red part up above? Yeah, you already did it? Oh, all right. Sorry. I didn't hear you say the next event. I thought we were talking about something else. Remington Roar.
No, we did that. And then, yeah.
And then you said the next event?
I did.
I don't remember that. When did that happen?
Before you said hi to Kevin.
It did?
Yep.
Wow. I don't.
Tell you what, though, for anyone who may be on a higher level of elevation, I'll repeat it to you. The next event we have results for is from Pure Pro Wrestling's Prime Time from Holland, Michigan on Saturday, October 8th.
Wow. All right, man. I just totally lost a whole section of wow. Anyway, in 5 minutes and 11 seconds, the undefeated Percy Poindexter defeated Garris Gray with a pinfall.
Ooh. The Greek god Mason Keller faced David Weston with Jack Kelly.
Geek god.
I mean, to be fair, most of the Greek gods are pretty geeky.
Okay, but you got to say it right. It's his moniker.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. The Geek God. Mason Keller faced David Weston with Jack Kelly. David Weston won with a cutter on Mason. He was only able to execute the cutter because Jack Kelly hit the middle rope as Mason Keller re-entered the ring. The rope hit Keller in the family jewels. Woo!
Ain't that crappy?
If he's a geek god, he doesn't really need the family jewels that much.
Hey, the new undeniable champion is now in the chat. The chat is now golden.
Congratulations to the new Horror Slam undeniable champion. It's about time a promotion admitted that you are undeniable.
Ooh, in a Michigan State Cruiserweight title bout, the Global Flyer Drake stepped up to the challenge against the reigning Michigan Cruiserweight champion, Perfection Personified, James Alexander.
Ooh. Now, Colin James was originally scheduled to challenge Alexander, but had to medically bow out of this match. That's why card is always subject to change. The Global Flyer Drake is a 16-year-old junior grappler.
His coach, Xavier Justice, joined him in his corner. But at the 25-minute mark, Drake's coach, XJ, threw in the towel.
He went 25 minutes with James Alexander?
At 16 years old, sir.
It's sick. I get tired watching James Alexander run to the ring.
Or around.
Right. Like, dude, that's an achievement right there. You might have lost the match, but congratulations to you, dude.
Right.
Now, in a Michigan State Tag Team Championship bout took place as Ace Evans and Road Rash from the Nomads faced Mr. One Night Only and Nasty Nick Zero with Jack Kelly and David Weston.
Mr. One Night Only and Nasty Nick Zero won the match via pinfall and will now face the Rock and Roll Express at Battle in the Creek at the Kellogg Arena in Battle Creek.
Oh, that's going to be a good match. Now, a continental title bout, the Lion of the Concrete Jungle, Gideon Malice versus your reigning and defending continental champion, hard to kill Dylan Derringer. Dylan Derringer, after taking two, not one, two power bombs, rolled up Malice for the win as he attempted the third power bomb to retain the title. How do you take two power bombs and then roll? That is, dude. Congratulations to Dylan Derringer on that successful defense of his championship.
There was also a Lethal Ladies tag team bout as your Royal Highness Alexis Royale and the Warrior Princess Tenchi faced tiny but mighty Hannah Henderson and the relentless Heather Blue.
This match ended in a no contest as there was a run-in by Chaos.
Ooh, yes. The Gold Rush, Solomon Stone versus the Rocket Man, Danny Astro, ended in a countout. There will be a rematch in Holland on December 10th. We all know that a countout is my favorite one of, anyways.
Yeah. The Don Leon and the babyface Jay Leo, known as the Made Men, with Adam Drake, took on Puzzle Express and Tank and the Amazing Zondo. The Puzzle Express won by pinfall.
All right. PPW brought an unsanctioned street fight to Holland for the Michigan State heavyweight title as Pro Wrestling's last real man, Silas Young, challenged the reigning and defending Michigan State heavyweight champion, high profile Dylan Knight.
Now, Silas Young pinned Dylan
Knight. Not Cialis.
Silas. Woo! Silas Young pinned Dylan Knight on a bed of barbed wire at the 19-minute and 29-second mark and won the Michigan State title. I'm probably going to get put on a bed of nails for that too. After which, Dylan Knight executed his rematch clause immediately, and the rematch will take place at Battle in the Creek 2. It will be a triple threat hardcore match with Dylan Knight, Silas Young, and Tommy Dreamer.
Josh.
Fired?
Oh.
You know what? You can't fire me. I quit.
Okay. Right. I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna stay off to the side the whole time? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Well, so those are the results from the two events that we have. So we did the Horror Slam and we did PPW. We talked a bit about both. I just, generally wanted to have a little bit of a conversation about the upcoming Rage MIW awards. We have a couple of different categories that this involves, and we talked. I did a post the other day about Rookie of the Year. Someone was asking, and I think it was Kevin was asking, what do you qualify as a rookie? And they have to have less than 2 years or less. And that 2 years starts when they debut their first match, their debut match, and, at an event, not at their school or whatever. So less than 2 years or less in the business for a rookie. There's some names being thrown out there. KJ Reynolds is one of them. Tyler Coleman is another. Forever Young is another. Top Gun or Max, whatever he's going by nowadays, with 2 X's apparently. And then, but I was thinking about this because I put this post out there, and I don't know if you've seen it, Josh, but I put up the post about the Rookie of the Year, and then I started thinking about this year. I think that the Wrestler of the Year is going to be a very hot one this year because there are a lot of guys in there are some girls too that are really and even the breakout. So there's some breakouts happening and there's some people taking off, and man, it's the promoters that nominate and vote at the end of the day But I think there's, personally speaking, I see a lot of people that are very potentially, could fill those spots, as far as wrestler of the year, breakout wrestler of the year. There's some people that had a really good year,
Oh yeah, a lot of people had really good years, and then it's the thing. Like I'm happy you came up with the idea of, hey, we're gonna let the promoters decide, because I would be sitting here going, okay, do we only judge them by what they've done in Michigan? Because you got people like Tommy Vendetta who are making amazing waves outside of Michigan. You got Jack Price, you got Shogun, you got Jason Hotch that are doing amazing things outside of Michigan. And then in the state of Michigan, you can't have a conversation of Wrestler of the Year without talking about MM3. Of course, you've got Brutus Atwell, the Swamp Daddy. You've got Mongo. You've got so many different wrestlers that I'm really glad that we just get to sit back and go, that was not us. That was them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there are a lot of great wrestlers, and there's a lot of great things happening, and that's why I'm glad I don't have to make those choices. Because some people get upset about these things, and it's like, listen, man, and somebody asked about why we didn't do fan awards anymore, right? Like, we didn't do it by the fans. Well, I didn't want to do it with the fans anymore. And to give you the perfect answer, I didn't want to do it that way. And to me, like, I feel like it coming from the promoters of the state, to me, it's better that way, in my opinion, because, and people say, oh, well, politics. Well, at the end of the day, they only get one vote. So there's five people per category. It's a collective of somebody's getting more votes than somebody else. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, realistically, a promotion's going to vote for someone that wrestles for their promotion. But then that goes more toward the people that kind of go everywhere.
Well,
they're doing everything, seeing all the fans,
I get that, but at the same time, there's quite a few guys and promoters that didn't do that. That nominated matches outside of their promotion.
He kept all that secret. I didn't see nothing last year,
right.
So.
But that's why we do keep, what was it? A match of the year is fan voted, right? Was it match of the year? I can't remember. We did matches. One of them we did fan voted.
Yeah, I think it was match.
It was match of the year because there was no way to get it all, right? So we'll probably we'll do that again this year, but we're still going to get nominations of match of the year, right? And then we'll get like, okay, so these are our nominations, and then we'll say, okay, vote for these, and the fans will vote for their favorite match. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can't. It's one of those things where if one promoter only does their 5 matches that from their promotion, then it's really not. You're not going to get a winner that way, So that's why we get some top matches, and then we have the fans vote. Really, the best way to do it, in my opinion. But so breakout wrestler of the year, last year, breakout wrestler Jason Hotch, again wrestler of the year. That was a shaky category last year because that came down to Tommy Vendetta and Alex Weir, and now Alex Weir won it, and now he's not even in the business anymore. You know what I mean? He's retired again. And it's just like, it's one of those things. It's like, it is what it is. But does Tommy Vendetta get it this year? Does somebody else get it this year? Who knows? I don't know. It is what it is. What was I going to say? You were talking about shit. You said something and it sparked something in my head, and then I got onto something else, and now I can't fucking remember because I got ADHD. Damn it all to hell.
I'll bring up the fact that Drake King Logan has said, just give me all the awards now and save the time. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't win for Rookie of the Year, Drake King, because you have some extremely good years and matches under your belt, so you can't win for Rookie of the Year. However, I would like to point out the fact that Mark Ross, new name, Mark Ross,
Don't work that way.
So Mark Ross 401k wins everything.
No. But anyways, fuck was I gonna say, dude? We got Rookie of the Year, we got Breakout Wrestler of the Year, we got Wrestler of the Year, we got what was the other one? So we got Match of the Year,
Heel.
and then we got Heel of the Year. Didn't we add? Oh, and then we got Feud of the Year. I think we should make Feud of the Year, and we should make Match of the Year something that's voted on by the fans. Just my take. So the Dread King Logan says, "Don't tell me what I can do, Cream Jerk. I'll make my own award." Oh, no, we don't have a tag team award. We were gonna do one, and it was like tag teams kind of took a back seat to everything. Because what was it? We were gonna do tag team of the year, and we were gonna say do feud of the year, and we were gonna add tag team, and somebody suggested we did feud instead. That's what it was.
Right.
So we let the fans decide, and they decided feud. I mean, I'm sure if we could afford it, we could probably do tag team this year. We'd have to do 2 more awards, one for each person in the tag team.
Make them share it. They get one.
No.
Get one, and then we cut it in half with a chainsaw.
Well, the first year when we did this and we did Match of the Year, we only had one award.
Yep.
That's all we could afford. Because those awards came out, remember, that first year it came out of your and I pocket.
Yep.
You and we went half on it, and we got awards.
I gave you a bag of change and said, "Here you go."
Yeah, you dick. But now the second year it was funded, and we got the cool awards. I think we're going to get the same ones this year, the trophy like ones.
Okay.
I can't find anything else that's cool. Those are cool. I've been looking, and those are cool. It's that we can afford, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some.
Hey, the Oscar is timeless and hasn't changed in years. Why should we be any different than them?
I don't know. I like the plaques though, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I thought it was going to be, but the first plaque we did, I didn't think it was going to be. You know how it had the MI Dub on the top and it had the MI Dub and Rage logo? I thought it was going to be engraved or like on something. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was just going to be behind, It is what it is. I mean, I'm not mad. It is, shit happens, but I'd rather the logo been on a plaque, like been on the plaque, not just printed on a piece of paper and put behind a fucking piece of plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all. I don't know how to explain it. I'm picking.
We grow a little every year, though. That's what's important. We didn't like the way the first ones came out, so we changed it.
Yeah, but that's basic. I will not ever do. So somebody like a while back recommended doing like rankings. Like, oh, you guys could do rankings. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing rankings. I can't. I have a hard enough time keeping up with everything we already keep up with, and then having to try to rank everybody too. Get the fuck out of here with that. Excuse me. You got to keep track of winning records and all that stuff, and then I'm not. No, I heard a lot of problems came from that back in the day. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
There's a lot of egos in wrestling, and you don't want to. Yeah. Because you can't just say just playing out win-loss, because sometimes a wrestler loses, but it was a damn good match. So if this match is better than that match, but that person lost and this person won, should this person get more points than that person? Nope.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we can do a tag team this year as well. I'll have to see what it would cost, and then we can determine if we can do it. Okay, so before we get out of here, I want to say thank you to our sponsors. First, our very new sponsor, Grizzly Squirrel Graphics, our choice. They're the ones that made our new trading card. Gilbert Photo, Detroit Wrestling Connection, The Spyder, American Wrestling Experience, For Us Wrestling, Grizzly Pro Wrestling, PKSA Karate Port Huron, and Davison Sarai. Thank you to all of you. Make sure that you go down in the description after we're done here. Like, follow, subscribe, all of their wonderful social media accounts. Also, Rage and MI-Dub, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we're also on TikTok. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on all those things. MI-Dub is on Tuesdays. We'll be back here on Tuesday at 6:30-ish, where we're going to have all the information you're going to need to attend any indie wrestling event taking place right here in the state of Michigan next weekend. Right? Or this weekend. I don't know. Anyways, but somewhere, because every day's Monday to me nowadays.
Yeah.
Don't forget, smash that thumbs up of this video right here. Check out some other content we have on the channel. Please check it out. There's shorts, interviews, there's matches, there's all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends to subscribe if they like wrestling, if they want to know where wrestling events are, they just want to get more involved in indie wrestling here in the state of Michigan. Have them subscribe to the channel. Show them the channel. Show them Rasslin Rage, please. And also, don't forget, as Josh would love me to remind you, click that bell right next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified when we go live or when something is new on the channel, because you just never know. I didn't put anything out today other than that, just because I just didn't have time. I worked today and then I was like, so there's that. So, Josh, anything before we get out of here, sir?
I got a question for you, and this goes for the people in the comments too. If you're watching this later on, comment on it. When do you turn your heat on?
I don't know. So I have one of those adjustable things, like digital or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I have my heat set to 70, right? And then it just, like, if I try to keep it down.
Nah, I woke up the other day and my heat had kicked on, so I had to run and turn the thermal. I need 1 month in between AC and heat. I need just 1 month for free between the electric bill and the gas bill.
Nah, man. I don't like being too cold.
That's what hoodies are for.
No, yeah, no. I mean, if it gets, I'll keep the heat off. But if it gets too cold at night, I got kids, man.
They got blankets.
Yeah.
This is why Josh don't have kids.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to get out of here. You guys have a great night. We'll see you back here on Tuesday, right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel for MI-Dub at 6:30, right here on r2youtube.com. The letter R, the number 2, youtube.com. See ya.
Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.